Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of our Oxygen Not Included Let's Play series. Last we left off, we were attempting to get some power generation going down here. Let's get these guys moving around a little bit. I think we had mostly resolved what was going on over here. Yeah, we were pretty happy with where that's at, I think. Our carbon dioxide's getting to be a bit much. I think the next thing that we're going to queue up... Oh, we got some coal in our coal generator, so that's good. That'll kick on if we need that. We're going to let them build this, and we're going to start thinking about maybe a carbon skimmer going down in this area. Any of our carbon dioxide generated from our industry, we can let kind of fall down in there and just keep that in check. We definitely want it in a low point of the base, that's for certain. What did we need for that? We needed to go to filtration, refinement? Yeah, refinement. We're going to need a water sieve, and we're going to need a carbon skimmer. Now, where was the carbon skimmer? There it is, right there, the carbon skimmer. Let's just go ahead. We'll put it down right now. One there. And one there. And we're going to need some pipes. We're going, okay, the carbon skimmer is going to put out dirty water, which we're going to want to pump into this to clean the water. And then we'll just loop the water back. Yeah, it'll be a little bit shorter, marginally shorter going this way. We are going to need some power to get this up and running. Perfect, connect that up there. And we're going to have to do a little bit of finagling here to get some water into this system. And I think we're just going to go over here and try and steal the water from here. I'm kind of wondering if I should just let the water flow down. I think I might. I might just dig this out a bit so the water comes down. We can put our pump here, pump it in, and then just use that pump setup to pump it over here. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alright. Water should flow down. I need some... Let's get our pump first, actually. Liquid pump. Throw that there. I need some power for it. And we're going to need some pipes. Yeah, we'll just do like that. I think that should work. I'm pretty sure this will accept unpolluted water if it's in the line. We'll find out. Okay, this up here. Right, we're going to have to build a water reservoir as well. Sorry. For this, to cool off the oxygen and stuff we produce from here. That's fine, we're still going to pump it anyway. I'd actually prefer to use polluted water. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of that yet. We could get some from over here. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to pipe over here, and we're going to use this ice biome, this -40 here, to cool the oxygen and then pipe it back into the base. And from there, we'll have lots of polluted water to make a pool of later for a more permanent reservoir. Let's get these guys moving a little faster. And we're still doing research. Still refining metals. And actually, thinking about it, if we go to the natural gas generator, that does pollute or produce polluted water as well. So we'll be getting renewable, if you will, source of water from our natural gas if we use natural gas generators to refine that. And that, I think that's going to be a fantastic addition to the base. Also, got to start thinking about farms here. So, start penning some of those in. Gonna want 4 high. Gonna come across. You'll have to excuse me, guys. I'm still sick. I can hear it in my own voice. I'm sure you can hear it. It'll pass. I promise. It will get better. This one here we're going to use for Drecos, I think. So actually, we're going to want to do this a little different. Yeah, we are. We're going to go tall rather than wide. For the hatch farms that we do later, we'll go long. And for... God, see, back and forth. Yeah, no, we're going to go tall. We'll do tall. Now, I think they'll climb up top. You'll only be able to shear them when they can grab them, I think. And that'll be on the ground floor. How big does the room need to be for the bonus for that? It needs to be a maximum size of 96 tiles. What is that, 88, 96? That would look something like that. Right there is what we'd need to do. You know what? That's what we're going to do. I already changed my mind. Not going tall, going long. One for good luck. No, that's not right. That was 100. Minus 1 is 99. We'll just do that. 100 minus 4 is 96. That should be enough. And we're going to want to fill this spot up here with hydrogen as well. Right? Yeah, 100 minus 4. So, under food, we're going to have... Nope, not under food. Do we not have the research yet for the stations we need for this? We might not. We do not, I don't think. But that's okay, because we should be basically done our other research. Yeah, this is what we need right here. All of that stuff. So let's click that. We will need a storage bin in the room to store some food for them. Actually, we'll put that a little deeper in. Put our stations right beside the door, and then do our other stuff over here. Trying to keep a little bit of efficiency there, so the guys don't have to run far for things they do more frequently. These guys are going to need a bit more access up here to do all this. This is out of salt. Do we not have salt left on the map? We have 0 kilograms of salt left on the map. So let's just pause this real quick. And where is materials overlay for consumable ore, I believe, is a salt? Yeah, so all this white stuff. There's some here. I think the closest stuff to the base is gonna be this stuff here, probably. Just kind of carry on this way. Yeah. Just give me all of this. Everything there. Okay, we were looking for a rancher, and you know what? Rowan? You're looking pretty good, my friend. You're immune to food poisoning. Probably not going to be worried about that. Better at construction, you know, everyone's a builder at this point, basically. Our oxygen problems are resolved enough that I think we're going to take Rowan. We're going to call you Rowan the Man. And you will be our forever rancher. Starts with a point. And, where is, oh, right, we need to go into the farming, and then we can get the ranching. So, not quite yet, but soon. We'll be able to wrangle some creatures. And our researcher, GG Easy, is getting all of our research done for us. Very soon we'll be able to plunk some stuff down into this area. You know, I thought we had a fair bit of salt. So, seeing how much salt is actually left in the revealed area versus how quickly we burned up what we did have, it's probably a good thing that we've already started doing a electrolyzer setup. She's almost done that research. Oh, they got this built for us. That's good news. Our water drain down. Just waiting on the power lines, it looks like. Our guys got a lot of tasks to get done in their day. They're kind of being pulled in a lot of different directions. Another day down and barely anything accomplished. That poll's helping a little bit with some of our travel times. Yeah, just need more people. More people do more stuff. We are going to need to plunk a ladder up. I think that will make that a reachable spot up there, just that one ladder. Ah, we did finish that research too, so let's go to our stations here. We're going to need a grooming station, and we're going to need a shearing station. Switch to iron. Hey, that's not right. Come on now. A grooming station and a shearing station. There will be power requirements for those as well, I think, for the shearing station. I'm not too sure about the grooming station. We are going to need, in the food category, a critter drop-off point. We're going to put that right here, as well as we're going to throw 2 critter feeders in. We're going to set this to Drekos and Dreklets. And that is... I'm pretty sure we want the auto wrangle surplus in. If there's any breeding going on, they should pull them out automatically, and we can set another point for them to be dropped off later if we need to. Also, we're going to want a maximum of, I think, about 6 is a good number. Without, you know, if there's too many of them in the room, they won't grow as fast. It really limits them, so at that point you're better off just having another ranching station, another ranching room for them to be in. And that does require power. Let's grab some power wire. You know what, I'm going to start actually running main lines here. So this will eventually, because what's happening is we're getting so much power on our single run, which is only rated for 1,000 watts, or 1,000 joules of energy. And if you look here, we've already got, what, 2, 3, that's a plus, 4, 5, 6, call it 7, almost 800 watts. And that's only if the equipment is actively being used. But eventually we will need to run a wire, probably down this one side, and then have a separate wire going off northwards to other stuff if we want it. So that'll be the start of one main line when we have to eventually split this. And let's actually go ahead and deconstruct this. Let's get rid of this. We don't need those there anymore. Probably not a bad idea. Keep our researcher doing research for us. What do we want to do next? Making the place pretty would probably help our guys with happiness a little bit, but I don't think it's super important right now. What is this? That's the sweepy docker. We don't need that. Let's go ahead and tempted to fill out the automation, because that would be really useful for the ranching. Let's go ahead. Let's fill out this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. So we got a lot of research queued up here. We'll be good for a little while. That coal did not last very long. And that wood burner, doing God's work. Oh, our electrolyzer is actually turning itself on here. Let's, what were we missing? What did we need? We needed ventilation. We needed gas pipes. We needed insulated gas pipes, specifically. This is going to pump out our hydrogen from the top into the hydrogen generator. We're going to want a overflow gas reservoir. We can just go ahead and stick that right. Learning from previous mistakes, we're going to give ourselves just a little bit of room. Actually, we'll give ourselves enough room for one more generator, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4 across. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and we'll have room for a second generator. Let's go ahead and bring this over. As well as we're going to want insulated pipes coming out of here. We're going to run this down. And the reason for that is so that when we have further gas pumps, if we end up having them tied into this same line, I think about 2, pumps can pump into one line without really bottlenecking itself, typically the way I run it. If we have more, we'll need to run multiple lines, but by running down like this, that'll give us a couple extra gas pipe spots where the gas can kind of build up in. It gives us a little bit of breathing room. And the insulated gas pipe is going to run straight this way. We will need to do a little bit of digging to get there. Let's make sure our dupes will be able to get across. They can jump down a 2-gap, I'm pretty sure. I think so. Okay, let's get them going. Make them go slow, but we'll get them going again. Can I just... there's no way to really just turn this off without... I mean, I can disable it. Let's just do that for now. A dupe will have to come do that, but that's fine. Now, how are we going to do this in here? We're going to need radiant piping, that's for certain. We don't need refined, we can just use regular stuff. We're going to use aluminum. And the reason for that is aluminum, as you can see, has a very high thermal conductivity. And that essentially means it's going to exchange the temperature differential between whatever is in it and whatever is outside of it more efficiently, which is exactly what we want for this purpose. And we are going to just run that straight across for a distance. Something like that is probably sufficient. And back. Yeah, sure. Something like that. And on the way back, we're actually not going to need the insulated gas pipe, because at that point, it should be cool. And we can just run a regular old pipe. A lot of pipe for not a lot. We're going to run that straight up. Yeah, we'll go to there. Gonna need some gas vents. I'm gonna want one here. I'll do one here. And yeah, sure. We'll do one right here. Make sure we're getting you know, that'll interfere with these pumps. But you know what? That's fine. Honestly, I'd rather this run than this. Especially now knowing that we will eventually have a renewable source of some water. Because that's the thing, right? Is this consumes salt and rust. There is a limited amount of both salt and rust on the map. This consumes water. There is a limited amount of water on the map. However, we're aware that we have access to a potential source of water in the future. So, that's the reason for that. Now, these guys are going to dig this stuff out in order to get through here and do that. You know what? They're probably going to be a little bit chilly too, but bah, they're fine. Somewhere. We unlocked the temperature shift plates. Now, I don't know. What do we want to build these out of? Sedimentary rock is thermally reactive. Aluminum ore is probably going to be our best bet, and that is what we're going to use. Now, temperature shift plates, I believe, pull from the 4 cardinal directions. So, for example, this one would pull from this tile, this tile, this tile, and this tile, but not diagonally. So what we're going to kind of want to do here is something like this. Oh, one more. Now, we are getting polluted water out of that, too. Hopefully, we'll have to come up with a solution to... Maybe we'll just, I don't know, door this off or something so that it's not flowing out into our base. I wonder. I think polluted water sits below regular water, so that shouldn't be a problem forever. Just until we melt some of this water and get it on top of this polluted water. And actually, if we dig out this right here, that should help us get the water where we want it. Let's dig this out too, actually, right there. Then our polluted water will sit down lower, and hopefully these kind of 1 or 2 tile areas, and then our water that does melt, our regular ice, will sit in this top layer and prevent that from off-gassing. I mean, look at this. Our ramshackle train wreck is looking less and less like a train wreck as we get into the days. I know we're on like cycle 42. I've seen some people play this game, and by this point they're basically like, I don't know, in space. Not this guy. I am not at that level of play. Now, why on earth is that set to deconstruct? I'm sure someone in a previous video saw me click on that, hopefully by accident, to deconstruct it. It was like, what are you doing? You're going to be very upset when that gets deconstructed. I mean, if they could ever reach it. Yeah, that's all still reachable. Yeah, that's reachable. Because they can get up the 2-block thing. Almost tempted to kind of like just dig down and let it flow in here. But that'll mess with what we're doing, so. I mean, not really. The polluted water just could be refined, but no matter. Alright, what do we need for our critters? Honestly, do not recall what they eat. Poke shells, corals. What is the name? A Dreco. A Dreklet? A Dreco. That is what we're looking for. D is not in this list. Do they just not eat? Well, now I just don't know. Maybe they just don't eat. I'll have to look that up later. Just kind of thinking about our hydrogen here. Tempted to just pump it up here. Or, you know what? We do have a big chunk of hydrogen sitting right here. I could just let that flow in. I'd have to do a little bit of deconstruction. Oh, that's tempting. We're going to do that. So that would be something like this. Something like that. And, something like that. Yeah. Then that hydrogen should just kind of casually saunter its way over here and fill up in this area. And then we can wall it off, and it should be trapped in there. Just like that. What'd we get? Some rust. I mean, tempting. There is the ultimate decorator, who is not very good. He's unable to do building errands. Honestly, I don't know. He'd actually probably be really good at like building statues and stuff. I think their creativity matters for that. I think he'd get better bonuses for the end product. Oh, but do we really want to take on another person right now? You know what? We do. Stinky McPoo. You get to join the ramshackle train wreck. The ultimate artist. Stinky McPoo. Let's go look at our duplicant skills. Toby down here has his super duper hard digging already, so we're going to give him improved carrying. Stinky McPoo, you are going to be our artiste in the house. Only going to have one, and you get to be it. Otto von Bismarck, you're going to be the super hard digging guy again. And that auto gives him the super duper hard digging because he has that. Mima, you can't take improved carrying because you don't have enough morale. Do we want to... No, we're going to hold off giving Mima anything right now. She can keep that point. Let it hang out. Chef. Yeah, let's give him carrying. Why not? Oh, yucky lungs, soggy feet, hungry, eye irritation, chilly surroundings. Oh. But hey, it's a lit workspace. Haha. Lit, yo. Am I doing this right? Is that how it works? Lingo? Yeah, so you see we've only got 190 kilograms of polluted water here, but it's filling like that whole tile because there's like 67 grams of water on top. Yeah, it'll work out. Just need some of that water to melt. Sooner would be better. And actually, I might even just throw some of our insulated tiles here to stop this cold from escaping over this way too much. Because I'm curious, if we look at the temperature, yeah, you can already see it starting to kind of creep out. Since we've gotten rid of... And I mean, it's been creeping out for some time now. Slowly making its way into the surrounding areas. But that's just going to speed it up. With no dirt or rock or anything there for it to heat up and interact with, it'll move much faster through the air. This entire hallway will become blue all the way over to here. Huh. And our Pip went ahead and planted a Wheezewort right there. So as long as this doesn't melt, which it will eventually, that Wheezewort will stay there and cool that down. And I mean, that would be really cool if it turned into like a perpetual thing. I'm pretty confident one Wheezewort is not enough to cool it down and counterbalance what we're doing here, but... words cannot convey how much I would like my face to stop leaking. Hey, our hydrogen's making its way up. Hopefully that'll force some of this chlorine out. Oh, and we got some hypothermia. I'm sure they'll run away before they die. They knew what they signed up for. Actually getting a lot of carbon dioxide down here. Do the pips exhale carbon dioxide? Huh. I'm not too sure. Gonna set that Dreco to wrangle. No one can do it yet, but they will when they can. Grab this one too. We'll actually start thinking about building a small area here that will house our eggs. Our eggies. Here, let's okay, that's off. That's not It's not doing nothing. Okay, that is almost all. That is now on. Let's sweep this stuff out. And let's enable that building. Set all of this to priority, like, I don't know, 7. Should have done that after all of this was done. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Here, let's, if below, or if above. There you go. Turn off for a second. Don't need you doing that yet. What do we have flowing through these pipes? Ventilation. Yeah, just pumping carbon dioxide, cold carbon dioxide, into our base. That's what we need up here. Cold carbon dioxide. Yeah, it's coming in about 30, leaving at -1. So from about 50, should cool down to a reasonable temperature with that much pipe. Alright, alright, alright. That's all done. I'm just going to go ahead and do some insulated tiles here. Boom, boom. Wall that off for the time being. That'll prevent this polluted oxygen getting out too much, as well as prevent the temperature shifting too much. And if we ever need back in, which we will, we'll just, you know, pull the wall down. We put walls up, we pull walls down, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. We got idle people. Why are people idle? Did we? Oh, right. Because they can't do stuff. Give them space to get in here so they can do that. And gee, yeah, you know what? That is a good spot to leave this episode, you guys. You know, if you liked what you're seeing, please go ahead, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. If you have questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave those down in the comments. Actively responding to comments, always looking for suggestions. I know one of the things that was suggested to me by a close friend of mine is doing like a vanilla Minecraft playthrough of some kind. And I used to play a lot of Minecraft. It's been years, and there's been a ton of updates, so I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that I don't know. But if that's something people who are watching my videos is interested in, throw that in the comments. That'll throw some weight towards that. If you do have other games that you'd like to see, throw that in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.